Chemistry is really fundamental to our lives and the way we live.
It's a central science, so it takes a lot of aspects of physics and biology and brings them together.
I think we need chemists to sort of advance the field. There's a lot of work out there that needs doing.
The biological processes that go on in our bodies and in all living organisms are all chemistry. The materials that we use in everyday life that are all around us are all based on chemical processes, and all of the drugs that we use to treat illnesses all come from chemistry.
Without chemistry, the world as we know it today will not exist. Chemistry is a vital part of industry, and we need more scientists coming into chemistry.
So I think I chose to do chemistry at university because I'd done it at A-level and quite enjoyed it.
So I've always enjoyed chemistry as a subject, so I picked it as an A-level, and then it made sense to follow it into university so I could learn more about it.
I think there are three things that are unique about Lancaster Chemistry Department when compared to other universities. Firstly, the student experience is exceptional. We offer very low student-staff ratios because we're a small department, and the students also have a chance to carry out genuinely novel research in their projects. Students at Lancaster will learn about a range of topics covering all the fundamentals of chemistry.
The degree itself is quite broad, and I think you get sort of taught that sort of breadth in the first year. Then you start to go into more of the sort of specialised sort of things. You start to learn out more about why things are the way they are.
As the degree progresses, the topics become more specialised, and it's then that students will learn specific elements that can be used in the real world. For instance, in characterisation of molecules and materials, in methods to make new molecules and materials, and in the ability to make measurements and analyse systems.
In first year, we typically learn about the basics of chemistry, so we'll do the core subjects. And then in second and third year, it becomes more focused. We're able to narrow down our choices by picking some optional modules. And we also have a research project, so you can choose whichever area you're most interested in.
Some examples of research projects that students have completed on the chemistry programme are designing new molecules for drug discovery applications, designing new polymers for various medical applications, and designing molecules that can be used in diagnostic and therapeutic applications for cancer.
I think my favourite topic would have to be organic chemistry. I think it's just because you can start off with something incredibly simple and end up with something that could be quite complex and potentially even useful if you're working on it at a research level.
I really enjoy the lab work here at Lancaster, as it helps me to apply what I've learnt in theory but into practice and see that the concepts that I've learnt about actually do work.
Well, I think the lab work is important, as it's sort of, if you're a very visual or practical learner, you can sort of understand more of how and why the things are happening. It gives you that chance to apply what you've learned as well.
The work that students do in their projects gives them skills which they're able to use directly when they go out into the workplace. So for instance, skills in analysis and in data interpretation, skills in making molecules and in synthesis, and also skills in theory and computation.
The chemistry department at Lancaster is a very close-knit community, so everyone's very friendly.
The department is very open, they care about us, and we have a open door policy. Whenever you need to ask something, you can go knock at the door and ask one of the lecturers if you need help with a question, with a problem, with a piece of homework.
The facilities I've used the labs and also the on-campus facilities as well, such as the library, but I must say that I think the labs is probably my favourite part of the course, I would say.
The Department of Chemistry at Lancaster University supports the students in their career goals from the beginning of the degree, and they incorporate a lot of employability elements in the modules, which starts to prepare them for finding jobs.
The department has provided us with guidance on how to apply for jobs or placements in the future, and we have some CV building workshops.
The chemistry degree will equip students with a range of transferable skills which enable them to go into a broad variety of professions and careers.
I see myself working either in the pharmaceutical industry or as an organic chemist, or perhaps doing a PhD first, so I can really practice my research skills and learn even more about the subject before going into a career.
I hope to go into medicinal chemistry sector, so the pharmaceutical sector. That's what I hope to see myself doing in the future with chemistry.
Lancaster University students are sought after because the degree that they get from Lancaster University is highly thought of, and employers know that Lancaster University has a great reputation for producing students who know how to think and know how to use their skills across a range of different problems.